Welcome to Cranston Stadium for some boys soccer action. High school soccer, Cranston East Thunderbolts taking on the East Greenwich Avengers in a league matchup. Charlie Adams on play-by-play, joined by Evan Morrell as an analyst. We're about to have two teams coming off of tough losses against tough teams. Evan, who needs this win more?
Hey, you know we got to go for the whole town squad. You see the sign. It's a great day to be a Buck. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Cranston East coming off of a City Cup 3-2 loss. They led at one point 2-1, but comeback victory for the Falcons. And the East Greenwich Avengers coming off of a loss to a tough North Smithfield team that has given everyone problems this season. Just about ready for opening kickoff. We'll get back to you in time. Welcome back as game underway here at the stadium. Avengers taking on the Thunderbolts.
How are we feeling about this, Chaz? How are we feeling about this matchup?
I'm excited. I'm ready to see what East does after a reinvigorated look on City Cup. Even though they weren't able to get it done, they looked aggressive and ready to play in that one.
Hey, what do you think the East team has to do to improve their chances of winning?
They just got to keep playing how they played against West. They played a strong game against a tough West team, throwing down the right side of the field, crossed over and now into the box for the Thunderbolts. Punted towards midfield. Cranston East winning the header and now losing possession. East Greenwich with it, passing around, working their way past midfield now. Ball heading down into the corner. Now centered and up and over the net.
Where do you think that was going?
I don't know. I mean, a little too much on that one.
A little too hard on the kick for the Avengers.
Goal kick for the Thunderbolts. Has it at midfield. Now Cranston East with it. Fabricio Mariscal passing on to Braden Shaw. And it's back to Mariscal. Taken away now. Gonna roll out of bounds off of East Greenwich. Cranston East throwing it in. Getting it deep down the field. Mistimed header there. And it's going to be cleared out of bounds up into the bleachers. Lights coming on at the baseball field across from.
That was a nice shot, I feel like, from EG.
Yeah,
nice power, just not on net.
Good chance early for the Avengers. Looks like we'll have some senior league baseball going on at the baseball field across from here.
Talking about baseball, how are we feeling about that for Cranston East this year?
They look like they're going to be a good team this year. Excited for what's to come.
I mean, do you think you're going to start this year, Chaz?
I don't know. It depends what calls my name, as another ball out of bounds. East Greenwich with the throw in. Crossing towards the middle. A slide tackle.
Great defense by East.
Clean tackle there. Ball kicked out with 5 minutes down in the first half of play. No score yet as EG with possession. Alejandro Leon bringing it up. Leon passing to the corner. Going in for the cross, and it goes up and over, out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for the Thunderbolts.
Great defense so far by East. Despite the early chance. Other than that early chance, I'd feel.
Ball headed to the corner. Cameraman for the day, Junior Hernandez. Back on camera, has been reliable part of the CTM Productions here on Fans Only Sports Network.
It's CTM, I think it's TSM Productions. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Charlie.
A good pass back and forth, go to East Greenwich, but better defense.
Great, almost converted on that chance. East, if they want to change the pace of this game around, they got to take it slower and control the pace of the ball, I feel.
Those do seem to be some of the factors that have led to success by the Thunderbolts. Headed by East Greenwich. Got a very tall player that might factor into some corner kicks. He's one to watch for the Avengers. He has the ball now.
Great defense by East right there.
That's Leo Paradise, who was dribbling it in for the East Greenwich Avengers, standing pretty tall among the rest of them out there. Braden Shaw trying to get the ball upfield. East Greenwich now with possession.
That appeared to be a shot from the 30. I don't know if that was the best chance for EG.
Goalie coming out. Bring that in before any Thunderbolt could run it down. Got a nice recording rig on the sidelines. Buddy has the camera stabilized over his back, looking professional as ever. Was that through ball being chased down by Vongakon in the corner?
Appearing to get a cross, but unsuccessful.
Not many early opportunities for either team to get on the board. Perhaps East Greenwich has had the better looks in the early going.
Ooh.
Rocketed that one, but deflected. Still in possession.
Felt that one from here, Chaz.
Not a ball in the hands of Brandon Natareno. Now 1-on-1 as the ball rolls to the left side for the Avengers. A deflection off of Natareno, who
Great
pushes
defense.
it away. It's up to Darius Vongakon. Dribbling and knocking it off of a Avengers player, keeping the possession for the Thunderbolts.
Great IQ for by Darius right there.
The throw in by Shaw, bouncing over Horace, and the East Greenwich defense booting it into the stands. 10 minutes down here at Cranston Stadium, and the header by Avengers putting it out of harm's way. That camera rig is pretty serious business. You see that, Evan?
Yeah, I'm liking it right so far. That guy means business.
Wonder what he's up to, you know. Maybe hired by a player or hired by the team.
That ball was almost close to our cameraman, if you have here, actually close to me.
Oh, yeah. Watching a hockey game, I had to stop a puck with my foot before it came after my camera, or Tim Yee next to me, so.
Did it go to the glass, Chaz?
Oh yeah, the sides don't have much netting, so it just went right up in there. I'll be back there on Saturday with Larry Yin, our member of TSM and also cameraman for Fans Only Sports Network. Vongakon's throw and is cleared away, and now into the possession of the Avengers, who dump it downfield into the corner, and it'll be rolled out of bounds.
You have to be pretty strong to hit a puck through some glass.
All right, well, it didn't go through the glass. It went over the glass, but...
Oh.
I mean...
Still. At least we like the referee that saved the basketball.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Classic. Cleared out of the way by Christian Gomez in net for the Thunderbolts. Evan, what do you like to see out of Christian Gomez in net?
I mean, so far he's just been very, what's the word, Chaz?
You tell me, Evan.
Has smart IQ with another save by Christian. I'm liking how he's playing right now. We're being quite patient. I mean, how do you feel he's playing, Chaz?
He's had a pretty good season. I think Christian Mestry last year was very strong in goal, so kind of big shoes to fill as the Thunderbolts defense able to clear that out of play.
Goal kick for East. I mean, now that we're watching soccer, how are we feeling about soccer in Europe right now?
Well, you know, they're getting into the swing of things. My favorite team in general has to be, or at least in Europe, would be Wrexham after their video series, their TV show on Hulu. It's a good
Appearing
watch.
to be promoted, right?
Yep, they were already promoted to League Two, so the road continues. I think they're in a playoff spot right now. So
Nice. I mean, so far, I'm really liking Real Madrid. I mean, you have a guy in Bellingham that comes to the team first year, and already is on pace to have more goals than games played with an offside call. I mean, have you seen what he's been doing so far?
yeah, you know, Real Madrid and all of the teams in Serie A are pretty.
La Liga, pal.
Oh yeah,
Serie A, I believe, is in
France,
France.
PSG, and probably some other teams. But other than that, who knows?
Yeah, Jude Bellingham is looking like the guy right now, especially at the age of 20. And he's not even a striker.
Backing up the chair as Cranston East has possession. Kept in bounds by East Greenwich, and now East Greenwich taking it the other way. The Avengers with it, passing. Behind the net, and it'll be kicked behind the net.
What do you feel like he should have done in that position, Chaz? I feel like he should have went for a cross. Maybe should have slowed down, backed up.
Yeah, you know, the pass or the handle on the ball might have been a little, took too hard of a touch there, and it just rolled out of bounds before he could get to it. I know, Evan, you're excited for Cranston East football coming back to stadium next Friday. What's got you so amped up for senior night?
I mean, what's got us most amped up is going to be me and you on the mic, Chaz. Looking like one heck of a ride right there.
Yep,
What
we're gonna
heck
have
of a
to
show.
maybe see if Junior wants to do camera again for that, or find Ashton, and I've even gotten interest from Mason. We'll see how the crew shakes out. Crossing from the corner.
I mean, if I'm on the mic, Chaz, only hope is that maybe our leading statistician that's apparently has more hours than me can finally show up to a Cranston East game.
Corner kick coming up for East Greenwich. And like I said before, keep your eye on Leo Paradise, who's stood prominently in the box. He's pretty much the tallest one out there. Corner going in, a little over, and the header off to the left. Now, Evan, I got a question for you. You bring this MacBook every day. Don't charge it, and then you just leave it to die in the first period? I mean, come on.
You're wrong, Charlie, as my battery is actually at 87% right now because I actually charged my Mac before this game.
Every time I see your laptop, it's charging in Mr. Smith's class, so not sure how it managed to get up to 100%.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game, Chaz.
Any updates on your essay for Mr. Smith's class? You've picked out three speeches by Beowulf?
I mean, what speeches have you picked out? I am definitely considering the one talking about how Unferth was kind of just dissing Beowulf. That one is definitely up for grabs.
So you're on the side of Beowulf being a braggart?
Nah, I feel like he is not. How about you, Chaz?
Nah, I'm with you on that one. Ball controlled by Paradise. Paradise passing, and it's Benjamin Gakowski getting it taken away. Let's play the game of how many people can be so oblivious to walk by a camera and just ignore it like it wasn't recording.
Yeah,
Record
I wonder why
seems
the
to be
camera would be at the
3
top
right now.
of the bleachers so that no one would walk in front of it, but still manages to walk in front. Hey, man, that's just a personal thing. Me, I wouldn't walk in front of a camera if I see the red light.
Make sure to join us tomorrow at Conley Stadium for some Central football action. I'll be on the call. Junior will be running the camera. Might have a Tim Yeen appearance. It's still up in the air. Likely factoring in the Beowulf essay and his involvement in that contest. Ball rolling by and being picked up by Christian Gomez.
I mean, despite the essay appearing to be quite easy, as Mr. Smith has provided us with several evidence and lines where to look for the evidence, I feel like people are still going to wait last minute. I mean, how about you, Chaz? I feel like I'm going to finish it tonight.
I think I just got to get enough done to be in a good position to do it across my classes. As long as I have a good plan, a good outline before writing, I should be able to work it throughout the day and hopefully get it done by the end of the school day so I don't have to worry about it after Central's football game. Ball being chased down into the corner by the Avengers. And a good takeaway for the Thunderbolts, clearing it to midfield. It's Curtis Horace defending. The pass almost able to connect. Looked like they were trying to get one more pass before crossing up the goalie and getting in for a score. Unable to get it in. Score staying scoreless.
I feel like you should have said scoreboard still remaining 0-0 there, Chaz, but that's just me.
Well, I appreciate the constructive criticism. Booted by the Avengers, up and out of play.
Another goal kick for East.
20 minutes down.
I mean,
just under 18 to go.
Despite the nice defense by Cranston East, I feel like, again, they just got to keep it in possession and more time just on the other side of the field. as I find them defending a lot during this game.
Yeah, possession's definitely a key factor in getting open looks. Evan, I know you're a fan of Thunderbolt Sports Talk. When do you expect to make an appearance on the podcast?
Anytime you call me up, Chaz, anytime.
We're gonna need. Might have to wait till lacrosse season, so you're an athlete joining the program. We've only had one so far. In our latest episode, Adrian Ace Foreman joined the podcast for the show. It was a good time, except for the fact that he didn't talk into the mic for most of it, so always room for improvement, but make sure you listen to Thunderbolt Sports Talk anywhere you get your podcasts. Evan, I'm sure you already indulged in that episode.
Of course. Especially with the one with Mr. Simone. You know I had to listen to that.
The shot up and over the net.
Nice chance for EG, just a little bit over that bar.
Would have been out of range, it seemed, for Gomez to save if it was
Connected.
just a little lower.
I
But
would also not be opposed on appearing on an episode for the winter season as basketball starts up soon.
yeah, you know, there's going to be a couple weeks in there where we don't really have any sports to talk about, or at least East related, so it always opens up the window for really anything to happen. I think there's a week coming up in between the Thanksgiving Day game where there's no sports, so we'll see how that shakes out. Evan, do you plan on joining us to go to Gillette Stadium on October 27th to
Which
visit
happens-
Dean and all that?
I mean, when is the SVP date?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I want to do it, but I need to get my application in first before I go, apparently. That's what I've been told by my parents, so that's what it'll be. College essay came back looking pretty good. Just need to fix a few things.
Same thing for me as well, Chaz. Again, Mr. Smith giving great constructive criticism about my college essay.
Are you willing to share what you wrote about in your college essay? I know that it was a little too family focused. I know sometimes it's a good idea to write about the one person that really made an impact on you, but heard that you need to talk a little more about yourself.
Maybe just an extra paragraph on how she impacted me. But so far,
Oh, little tumble there by the Avengers.
the essay's turning out pretty good.
Shot on net.
Great save by Christian Gomez right there.
Hard shot, just punched down and controlled by Gomez, who punts it away.
I know that hurt his jaw.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard shot, and another shot for EG, who has been on the attack for the majority of this one so far.
EG liking the long shot from the 30 to 40 range. You think that is a problem, Chaz?
You know, it's definitely a problem when you're not holding possession time, especially at, I mean, right now it might be 60 to 40 possession. Who knows? But it's definitely feeling a lot like East Greenwich has held a lot of this possession time. Tim Yeen requesting to be on as a rules analyst to give him a call.
For what game again?
Right
This
now.
game? Is Tim Yeen on his way?
Nope, he wants to be phoned in. Luckily, my phone, as a corner kick coming in, up and
Missing the header.
passed. A little too high to do anything with, but Nadareno able to clear it out.
Ball still staying in play. Possible foul. No call.
A whistle and a spot kick for Cranston East.
From the 50.
Nadareno defending and successful as it gets booted back towards midfield, but East Greenwich still with possession as they dribble it into the box, tripped up, no whistle, much to the chagrin of fans
Possibly
here.
a controversial call there, but too late to call now. Not like you can be Bill Belichick and throw a challenge flag.
Aaron Morales sprinting down the field, getting it up all the way to Cesar Hulanka. But I believe he was called for offsides there. No score yet here at Cranston East. Thunderbolts taking on the Avengers in boys soccer action. You're watching Cranston East High School boys soccer on the Fans Only Sports Network. Charlie Adams on play-by-play, joined by Evan Morrell.
Close
Now,
to
Evan,
11.
Evan, I know you're a fan of the girls volleyball team here at East. When do you expect them to get in the win column?
I really just don't know. I mean, I've been attending almost half their games so far, and yet to see them win a set. I mean, I know they've won at least one against West Warwick, but I'm
Ball's punted a mile in the air as it's in close, trying to
Great
clear it out.
defense.
Cranston East. It was a good save by Gomez,
deflected a shot.
and finally they get it well down the field.
Good clear by the defense.
I mean, it's a good takeaway by the Thunderbolts.
Possible cross.
Trying to center it, not able to get enough on it before it's cleared out and
Out the
nearly
stadium.
out of the stadium. I think the fence was able to keep it in.
What were you talking about, Chaz?
I mean,
the volleyball?
girls volleyball, they were able to win their first set recently, but they just lost 3-0 to a team that had won 2 sets going into their matchup, and so that means that the team they faced won more sets in one game than they did against any other team in total. So,
I mean, is there hope?
I mean, that's the question. And then there's the whole thing about Curtis being on commentary. I know you were in attendance for when that happened, I think.
Yes.
I think I was there too, so.
I don't know if that should happen again. I feel like, no, not to hate on Curtis though. That's the guy right there. But, nah.
Might have been a little out of pocket, as they say.
I mean, I know I could be out of pocket, but
Hey.
that day was low key out of pocket.
You mind sliding that their password, pal?
Oh, for the Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
The
doesn't it,
Wi-Fi?
doesn't it pop up on Apple? They let you see it. It's gonna like connect it to your phone automatically.
I'm using data right now, Chaz, on my phone, so I don't know if that will connect. But you do have the router right next to you.
Cranston East going over the top and
On the
fighting
East
for the
Greenwich
ball. It's
side.
gonna go out.
Is
Might-
that a corner kick for East?
Doesn't look like it. Looks
Well,
like they signaled for the
mind.
goal kick. I don't know. I thought it could have been too.
Thought it was a corner kick for East.
As it is Ref Appreciation Month, just going to have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Talking about reffing, would you ever be interested in reffing a baseball game?
I've done it. I've done it before for baseball. But I don't know. I was the best at it as East Greenwich bringing it in close. Sprinting up the sideline, Morales.
I don't know if
as
that was the best pass.
Not what the Thunderbolts need to be looking for if they want to open up the scoring in this one. Still tied 0-0, 0-0 at the stadium. as it's crossed toward the middle, knocked away by the Avengers.
No one there to get the cross.
El Estadio de Cranston.
Picking up a little Espanol, huh, Chaz?
You know, whatever Duolingo got me with, seeing as I dropped out of Spanish after being a Spanish 3 honors student and passing. So
Same thing here, Chaz.
it wasn't because of bad performance. It was just because of more opportunity, you know, opening up that spot in your schedule.
More APs. Did the same thing, man.
Double up on the comp sci. East Greenwich again, controlling possession. Make sure to tune in to the Fans Only Sports Network on Saturday and Sunday. Weekend prep hockey action, peak performance prep hockey. Going to be triple headers on both days coming from 2 arenas. So that's 6 games a day. 2 games broadcasting at the same time. I'll be
like
on
NBA
3 of them a
numbers.
day. So you'll hear a lot from me. I'll be there with Larry in.
That's like Sunday Night Live type games. Not even night, just the day ones, like the 1 p.m. games.
Yep, it's going to definitely affect my NFL watching ability, but hey.
Talk
getting
about
paid,
the NFL.
man.
How we feeling about Bijan Robinson?
Well, I feel like if you want to trade Bijan Robinson to open up the spot for Jonathan Taylor, you got to lower your price there because we're doing you a favor.
I mean, I at least want Cooper Kupp or Tyreek Hill. I mean, you do have 2 top 5 receivers on your list right now,
You know,
but you don't want Bijan Robinson.
I definitely don't need. I definitely don't need Bijan. You know, I got Travis Etienne, Braden Shaw,
right.
throwing it in. Thunderbolts near the box.
I will be
It's gonna
interested in giving you
step out of
Bijan,
bounds.
CD, and Watson for maybe a ETN Cup action.
Yeah, so that's never happening. The only reason if I would trade ETN, if I would trade Cup or Hill to get a second running back, it'd be to pair him with ETN. But the thing is, Cup and Hill are way too consistent to give up for 2 running backs who aren't very consistent. I mean, one's a rookie, and one has never really been too consistent as a running back. So
CD is not a running back, but all right.
who?
CD?
Yeah, I don't need that guy.
I mean, you are right.
He's
Right.
literally terrible. I mean, he's also inconsistent.
I don't know if he's terrible. He just hasn't had a chance to show off his opportunity
ES-
just because of his quarterback. Because his quarterback has no IQ.
ESPN Fantasy literally has my Cooper Kupp as the number 3 ranked receiver this week and
Reek at the
Tyreek as number 1. So I'm pretty sure I'm in a good position. So unless you're willing to trade me Bijan for Ramondre Stevenson and Curtis Samuel.
See, now you're just trying to straight up rob me.
All right, well, enjoy benching Jonathan Taylor, even though I have no idea why you want to start him. This dude put up no points. He did nothing in his first game
I mean, I may stay with my team. I just don't trust Calvin Ridley.
back. I don't know, man. Kyron seems to be the answer.
Kyron is the answer.
All right, so
Calvin
I'll
Ridley
do
just
this.
pisses me off.
All right, I don't know if we can say that. Kyron Williams for the same package, Curtis Samuel and Ramondre.
I mean, Kyron has been playing like a top 5 running back.
Really?
I mean, he's been not so good against the Eagles, but he did also put up 28 fantasy points, PPR format, against the San Francisco 49ers.
That's 1 point PPR format for those listening at home. Less than 5 minutes to go. Approaching 3 minutes left in the first half. No score so far. East Greenwich has been mainly controlling the ball so far, but Cranston East has gotten a couple of looks.
I apologize for saying the P word. Did not know if that was a swear word.
Paradise taking it away, and ball knocked out of bounds by Gavin Kildolf. killed Duff.
Not much stats being recorded this game, but if clearing was a stat, I feel like East would definitely be dominating that right now
Well,
with their defensive play.
Evan, from what I've seen on your stat tracking for Cranston East girls soccer, it's been, I don't know, the saves totals have been kind of through the roof there. Not sure how much on the accuracy. Still haven't received any answer. Still haven't received any answer from Ashton. Oh, there it is. 20 minutes ago, Ashton appears to have woken up finally.
Actually,
Right on time.
maybe a half late, but an actual complete half soccer late. But we can't
Clock
control that.
Under
can.
2 minutes, so we'll pause our timer and make sure to tell you when the half ends as the refs keep it on the field. Again, the last 2 minutes of play are kept on the field for any stoppage times. Refs in control.
I mean, now thinking about it, I traded for Trevor Lawrence, thinking he was going to be a dog.
Oh my goodness. This was
Oh my
literally the
goodness.
worst trade that I've ever seen.
Oh, possible opportunity for East, and kicks it right out of bounds. I mean, yes, I did lose that trade, but that was also in consideration thinking that Joe Mixon was going to be a dog. Right now,
You
He's
literally
not
traded
playing like a
Patrick
dog.
Mahomes for Trevor Lawrence.
and I got rid of Miles Sanders. And I also have Tua Tagovailoa, who's playing like a MVP right now. To get a better running back, I was willing to make that sacrifice. But that
Hey,
running
at
back is not playing like
At
the
least you
running
got
back.
Kyron Williams off the
Waiver
waivers.
wires. Looking like the best waiver wire pickup of the season. Because Puka Nakua got Cooper Kupp to worry about now.
He still had a good game.
Looking like a
Definitely
Devontae Smith of the Rams, in my opinion.
And that's based off of anything besides the fact that he's sharing points with another top wide receiver.
That's why I compared them, Chaz.
All right.
Great chance for East right there. I mean, he was literally right in front of the goal. Just couldn't convert.
Looks like we might have a halftime show coming up with Tim
Yee.
Yeen calling in. He's probably going to call your phone.
I don't have his number, Chaz.
All right. Well, those are the final whistles of the first half. No score either side.
No stats. 6 saves by Christian Gomez.
So the score remains 0-0 as we enter halftime. Stick around. We might have a little halftime show with Tim Yeen, who potentially might be the only one listening right now, but 4 concurrent viewers. So thank you all for listening. We'll be back for a halftime show. back to Cranston East Stadium for a little halftime presentation. I think we have Tim Yeen on the line. Tim, can you hear us?
Yeah, we can. Chat, a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm coming in from Cranston, Rhode Island, and I'm here to talk some soccer with y'all.
Well, Tim, you're here to talk soccer. I know you were at the City Cup, so I'll ask you, what did you see out of Cranston East on that game that you haven't seen for other games this season and maybe haven't seen tonight?
For the boys soccer team, really, I saw that they could score pretty well from deep, especially Brendan Nadarano with that big leg. He showed a lot of that. He showed some of that in that long shot versus West, and I think they just gotta capitalize if they somehow find any open shots, a little bit from the longer distances. I think they could be a really dangerous team down the stretch.
Yeah, agreed. Brandon Nadareno drilled one from Mars about 35 yards, if I remember, 37 maybe. Tim, how's that Beowulf essay going, huh?
That Beowulf essay, I'm just starting, just reading it. I'm just recollecting my thoughts, putting down the page numbers for all the lineage, and just really reviewing all that to set myself up for a potential essay finish probably around tomorrow afternoon, I would guess. But right now, I think I'm going to do the intros and body paragraphs. But if everything goes well, man, I mean, we could get this done tonight. I mean, if I show off the hustle, if I show off the mic, you can get it done.
Nice, nice. I haven't started. Tim, what can we expect from Thunderbolt Sports Talk tomorrow? I know episode coming in the AM. It's only me and you for that one. How much airtime are we going for, and what's on the ledger?
I mean, 30 minutes is always a good airtime. I mean, what else do you have to talk about? I mean, East sports, real sports. I'm more so about real sports, I guess, because we haven't seen much success as, I'm about to play another round of Mario Kart in a bit, unless, I guess, substitution coming in. But, yeah, just going to be talking about that, maybe some would you rather stuff. Not too sure.
And another thing going on with East Sports, Steps to Success, and it's also Ref Appreciation Month, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Thunderbolt Sports Media is doing for this occasion?
We've prepared we've done a lot already. We've already prepared some photos. We've prepared one video, not one, but two videos to show to the Scholastic League, which we will send out in just a second after we finish recording our final piece tomorrow on the podcast. I might have a little thing before we actually start it, just to get it over. I mean, not to get it over, but to show our appreciation for him. And we just have a lot in terms of photos, videos, acting, even just the whole shebang.
Now, I saw you in the library with a referee doll. When I read the script for this little skit, I wasn't sure what to expect from Rips Apart a Doll, but I guess Mr. Simone has invested his money into some things to take out his anger on. Interesting little thing.
I guess so. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is, and if it works well, it works well.
Yep. More steps to success for Cranston East. All right, Tim. Thank you for calling in. I believe you're the first and only, maybe forever caller of a Fans Only Sports Network halftime show.
I want to message to everyone real quick. Do not accept any kind of trade. That trade was, I can't say it, bull manure. It was horrific, horrible, the worst I've ever seen. It makes me even feel like I want to pull out of this fantasy league now.
Now, Tim, what about the trade in the TSM Fantasy League? I mean, there's two of them in there, both of which are
really disadvantaging really one team while improving the statistics of the others. I mean, it's really just unfair from the get-go. Now we just have one team that's basically not in it anymore, and we've just seen the new era of the super team, like my other fantasy league where there's actually a punishment where now the number one team is undefeated and is stacked. So I'm really scared to see how that will shape out the league.
So you'd vote veto on that trade?
High veto. I recommend, if there was still time, I'd recommend other people to veto it. I recommend the entire league to veto it. In fact, I want to go to Matt Gates. I require only one person to veto the trade, so I would like to make that a new rule.
All right. So thanks for calling in, Tim. Halftime. I don't know. I mean, I have the power to veto it, so we'll see what happens. Halftime almost up here at Cranston Stadium. Thanks for calling, Tim. We'll see you. We'll see you on a broadcast soon, I'm sure.
Of course.
All right. That was Tim Yeen for our Thunderbolt Sports halftime show. And we'll take this little minute and 30 that isn't going to happen. So we're going to start second half. No warm-up time for either teams. We'll stick with it.
Hey, Chaz, like what B-Lou says, let's get straight to it.
Okay. Hopefully our cameraman can make it down there in time. Junior Joaquin Hernandez on camera. Charlie Adams running play-by-play, joined by Evan Morrell analyzing the game. Oh, nice.
There he is.
Junior making his presence known.
Walking in front of the camera.
You know, I think I'm going to have to veto those trades.
Yeah, I think we
As
got to make
a-
it more fair.
Just as a league
Wow.
manager, I don't want any people to look at this TSM league that no one cares about and think it affects my
I mean,
managing of the main league.
Do you
So-
want to ruin your reputation as a GM?
No, I mean, I was getting some unnecessary hate for my commissioner skills by Ashton Allison, and you saw what happened to him trying to even wake up.
Great defense right there.
You know, Evan, I visited LL Bean this past couple days, actually, to get a new winter coat, but I also picked up this new hoodie. What's your thoughts, Evan?
I would. Oh, that is a really nice hoodie, Chaz. I hope you do not ruin that. I
Nice.
like the nice light blue, sky blue color you got on that with the little colorway.
It's
Maybe
nice.
you got some, I don't know, some baby blue New Balances. You could have a fit on right now.
I mean, I got it on, though.
You do got that stuff.
Avengers
on,
in the box, but the shot straight at Gomez.
I would say another word, but hey, we're on air.
Oh, word. I believe I am picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Avengers with it, finding down the right side of the field, trying to cross it in. Gabe Leone able to pass it to the goalie, Christian Gomez, securing the ball and ready to clear it away.
Being very patient this game as a keeper.
Oh, these trades went through. Oh, Jesus.
The trades went through.
Apparently they did.
Oh, well, you can't change it now, Chaz. Oopsies. Oh, I think a guy just got hit right in the face.
It's been a common theme. I saw one in the past 2 soccer games I've been at. One at West where the guy was down for a while, and then you were here for the one in the girls' soccer game.
I believe we have the clip for that one. Thinking, nah, her nose is definitely broken.
Avengers crossing, broken up by the Thunderbolts.
Doing a great job on
Rolling out of
breaking up scoring opportunities for EG. I'm just hoping they can put some points on the board. How are we feeling about senior year, though, Chaz?
About who?
About senior year?
It's off to a fast start. Busy year in the early go-abouts. Now oh, never mind.
I mean, I know we're watching a different kind of football right now, but who is the favorite in the NFL right now, I feel?
Ball kicked out of play, I believe. I heard a fence. So, seems like the ball is still with us.
But are you going to answer my question, Chaz?
The favorite got to be the 49ers.
Hey, man, CMC looking like the MVP.
Shot on net
Another save by Christian
Received.
Gomez.
by Gomez. After this trade, that's totally fair. My team is projected 142 fantasy points this week.
I think mine is projected 160 because I already have Reek.
Yeah, I traded away Justin Jefferson to get the trade done. Oh my God, we're facing each other.
It's looking like a super team matchup in the TSM league.
Little breaking news. TSM getting the scoop. Girls tennis winning 6-0.
Wait,
Another
you got
win
Cooper
for
Cup?
them.
How did you get Cooper Cup?
Yeah, I was always getting Cooper Cup.
You just love Cooper Cup, don't you, Chaz?
Olivia Tomaselli winning her match, not giving up a point. Nor did Flora Corcoran, Kiara McGarty, both clean sweep of both sets. As Cranston East girls tennis continues to cruise. 6-0 victory for them.
I mean, I know CMC's looking like MVP, but how are we feeling about Brock Purdy?
Yeah, you know, Brock Purdy's definitely looking like one of the best quarterbacks of that draft, even though he was Mr. Irrelevant.
By the way, a pick after Tom Brady when he was selected in his draft.
I don't think that's true. How is that true?
Tom Brady was selected.
Pick
the
199.
He was selected the pick before Mr. Relevant, Chaz, I believe.
No, he wasn't. What are you talking about, man? Come on. He was pick 199, round 6. What are we doing here? Unless that draft was 200. I do not believe that. One bit, man. Cranston East being tough on defense.
I mean, right now I'm going to the Wikipedia to see if I'm right. Nope. I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
he was still picked in the 6th round.
Yeah. Brock Purdy literally wasn't even picked in the 6th.
He was picked in the 7th. But you know who was also picked in the 7th?
Who?
That guy, Edelman.
Okay. All right. So.
You can always find some talent in the late rounds. You just never know when you can get it.
Yep. Unless you're the Patriots. Then you can just draft Cole Strange 2 rounds early.
I mean, if we're really talking about gods who were picked at the late round, we could really just talk about Jokic. But that's a whole nother thing.
I mean, that's a whole nother draft, though. They only have 2 rounds as a whole, so late rounded picks and that. I mean, they're still like pretty much stud prospects, or at least have a chance to be. Maybe just a little more raw talent out of the NBA draft. Back and forth we go at Cranston Stadium as senior league baseball getting ready to get going. Or maybe it even has.
I mean, I know we're talking about the 49ers, though. But how about them Dolphins?
You know, Mike McDaniel seems to be that guy. He's looking like a great coach, and he's a good personality. Good for the league in general. Seems to be his ideas. Just play football like Madden and get anyone with speed to just run down the field and have Tua turn the ball over. Throw it on down there. But
I still do like Tua as a MVP candidate / quarterback, though, despite the fact he throws interceptions.
the header into the net for East Greenwich.
Out of reach for Christian Gomez there, going
What
right
a
over his
shot.
head. What a header by EG.
Benjamin Godowski putting it in the back of the net, breaking our scoreless tie. And the first score of this contest heading to East Greenwich.
Let's see if East can turn this thing around.
What a
In the
header.
second half. Perfectly placed, going in the top left corner.
Now involving Gomez in the offense to clear it away. It's been a slow day offensively for Cranston East, to say the least. Not much going on. And there goes the ball out of bounds. So first goal of the game coming less than 10 minutes into the second half of play. Let me punch in the second quarter on the scoreboard. Just a second. Second half of play. I did end up getting the winter coat that I showed you in class.
With brown
Oh yeah,
and
looks
the
pretty
clay.
good.
Pretty nice coat. You might look like a lumberjack, Chaz, if you grow a beard.
Yeah, you know, I had to go a size up so I could fit it over a hoodie. Another header
Great chance. Great chance by EG right there. Could have been a Ronaldo type header. As he was diving for it.
CTM with the, he's putting it on, man. Got the jacket on, the bomber style hooded jacket from LL Bean. Not bad. Ball in the corner. Cranston East trying to clear it out. Crossed into the box.
Up in the air.
Both teams fighting along for it. So Evan, you gave me a
Chaz.
shot on goal, pushed
Great
off the
save
crossbar.
by Christian Gomez.
What a great job to push that up and get it to a little help from his crossbar, but corner kick coming up for East Greenwich. Again, on these corner kicks, pay attention to Leo Paradise. He's at the back of the stack there now. Kick going in and being
Headed off by
punched
Cranston East.
up in the air.
Another corner
coming
kick.
up.
What were you asking me, Chaz, though?
You know, you gave me a pretty good view of your phone. What's your risometer at right now?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how else to say it, but
Risometer? That's a new word.
corner kick again, other side for Atticus Thompson. Low corner, unable to volley it into the net. Good chance. First one to the ball was an Avenger, just pushed it up and over.
I mean, I guess it's
I think it's at a 2 out of 10 right now, man.
me?
Oh, yeah.
How?
I think you're down horrendous from what I'm seeing.
Down horrendous is insane, Chaz.
I don't know, man.
If
I don't know,
anything,
man.
if we're talking about down horrendous, we could talk about people that we're friends with. And,
All right.
But we're not gonna talk beef.
All right. Have you seen those TikToks with the fake Nick Saban?
Who's that? Oh, alright. That boy.
Oh, my. I was a little... My brother started saying, alright, like that yesterday, and I knew exactly what he was doing, but it's a little surprising to come out of nowhere. I gotta still check in with him, see if I can get Chaz the backup car out on the streets to go to school tomorrow. Play whistled, looks like
I mean, when
Paradise
are you
caught for a shove on the header.
Free kick for East? When are you going to get your actual Chaz the car, Charlie?
You know, it's coming soon.
That's nice.
Should be, at least. Hopefully by Christmas. I have new mats for it. The mats in there right now, they're Toyota brand, but they're a little ripped up. So I got new mats as the shot from 50 yards out is
Nice kick,
straight to
though.
the keeper.
Respectable free kick.
Yeah, got some distance on it for sure. Evan, I was while at LL Bean getting my new coat, I found some options for other accessories that would go with the jacket, as East Greenwich still applying pressure. Now a shot deep that took a good hit off
I mean,
of Cranston East player.
If we're talking about LB accessories, we gotta start talking about the bucket hats. Like that pick, Chaz.
You're a fan?
I am a fan. I also like their beanies.
The bucket hat barely fit on my head, so it was looking a little goofy on me. I would have been covering up my eyes if I pulled it lower, so I'm not really rocking with it. But I found
That beanie, if it didn't have the puff, if it's like
matching.
a cool one.
I have a maroon LL Bean one, but and then there's just a pair of gloves.
That's a good sleeper pick.
Just works with your phone, so I could wear it inside.
That's definitely a sleeper pick, Dan. You can use your phone with gloves. That's great.
Let's get some more Cranston East breaking news on the broadcast. Scores are in already for volleyball.
And
Game
what is it
ending
looking
at
like?
7:30. That starts at 6:30. You know what that means.
Blowouts.
0 sets won, both teams. JV losing 0-2 and varsity 0-3.
How close were the sets?
The closest they got were 12 points in a set. Not 12 points away. 12 points in a set.
Well, we can't win everything, Chaz.
Oh, well, we're doing a good job at trying to win nothing, so.
Another corner kick for EG. But yeah, after this cut though, Chaz, I don't know if my what you called meter is low. I think yours has been quite low for a while.
You know, I'm getting sold by.
Not having a car.
Nah, not even. It's just situations are situational.
I understand, Chaz.
You know, I could probably manage something, but I don't want to end up like.
Emmett Billings.
Well, there you go. Cranston East with the ball, trying to get something going. Trailing one, crossing towards the box.
Great chance for East, but can't convert.
Great chance, great look, but even better defense by Cranston East as the ball boy whiffs on trying to get the ball to him. Throw in for East. Headed by East Greenwich and now headed by East. Teams trading possessions, but now not
I
sure
do not know
if I
what
can
they said.
translate that. I don't know if you could hear it on the mic, but some
That was pretty
Spanish. Now a crossing opportunity. Too many East Greenwich players for it. East Greenwich continuing to stand strong on defense. Good takeaway for East. Pressure still being applied by the Avengers, who are looking to go up now 2-0 if they can find the back of the net again. Possession the way of East Greenwich, who continues to work their way down the field with just over 20 minutes left in the second half of action. Charlie Adams and Evan Morrell on the call. Taken in net. And now punted away by East Greenwich. Evan, what are your thoughts on Ichiban Ichi? Or Ichigo Ichi?
The hibachi. I mean, you were never there. You were, but you showed up an hour late, so you never got to enjoy the experience that we had. I paid.
I think I got plenty of the experience, and I paid nothing. Got to keep my money. Got to eat some food, and went out for some caliente. Got more food than I would have for $18.
I mean, but you missed your boys' party,
I was there.
and you also missed your
I was there
boys
when it
after.
mattered.
You also missed your boys Afty.
The after party I heard was some weakness.
I mean, for you guys it was, but for me, not so much.
Mm.
Met some new faces, went to new places.
Not sure what that entails, but all right.
When you
East
say new
Greenwich leading
places,
1-0 over the Thunderbolts on the Fans Only Sports Network.
when I say new places, I mean Cameron's house. 'Cause it was nice.
Now, was it a party or a function?
No, it was just a little get together.
All
Nothing
right.
special.
Cranston East trying to go over the top, headed away by the Avengers. Now the ball going out of bounds. Possession. Cranston East with the throw-in. Easy scoop up for East Greenwich. Again, remember to join us tomorrow for Central Football. They'll be taking on another Division II team, but it's a team that has lost 3 straight, which is not something you want to see out of one of the Division I powerhouses, especially after how they did East 44-8. Yeah, Evan, regardless of what Shea's record is, be prepared to have some stories to talk about come senior night, because we might be dipping into them a little early from how this season's gone.
I mean, I hope it's an equal matchup considering what I've heard about Shea. But East has also not lived up to expectations. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, corner kick coming up for East Greenwich. Header bounced up and away. East Greenwich keeping possession. I mean, Cranston East football has defied expectations at every turn.
not in a positive way.
Yep. You got it. Gabe Leone subbing off for Cranston East.
With 18:30 on the clock, can East turn this around?
Definitely not out of reach. I know in the girls' game you pretty much cursed them terribly. So
I don't know if I cursed them. It was just a strange.
I don't know.
Chain
There
of
wasn't
events.
much coincidence with that. You literally said, this game's pretty much over with 60 minutes to go. Just kind of asking for it at that point. Cranston East throwing it in.
I did not expect them
Received.
to lose 5-4 though.
Yep, Cranston East doubling their goals scored. Or actually tripling the amount of goals scored in one game. Going from 2 goals to 6 goals. But Cranston East boys soccer with a good opportunity to score as they have the free
On
kick coming
Free
up.
kick from
And Nadareno puts power to it. So good
he
chance
may be
at something
aiming
happening.
For one of the top
Nadareno
corners
shot
with the
on
shot.
target, brought in by the keeper. Maybe just a little more curve or
Maybe
something
a little
or
more
rather.
power. I mean, he aimed right for the middle of the goal.
Yeah, maybe he was hoping to just knock the goalie off their feet, some cartoon style.
Maybe like some Erling Haaland style, but
Oh my
not everyone's
goodness.
Erling Haaland.
Has Holland done that in real life, or are you just referencing the?
Nah, I'm just referencing how powerful his shot is.
Yeah,
That man can shoot.
Holland did fling one of my players 10 yards in FIFA, so anything's apparently possible for him.
Talking about FIFA, no longer called FIFA actually. It's EAFC. How do you feel about that change, Chaz?
Well, there wasn't much choice. It's good to see a company like FIFA saying we don't want EA making our games anymore. Y'all just copy and paste them. So hopefully it's a change, and we can start to see some good Madden games and other sport franchises moving away from EA. But it's a 3-on-1 for East Greenwich, moving it up the field. The pass a little behind the pace for the Avengers, and Cranston East taking back possession. That was a great chance if they could have just kept the pace going downfield.
Someone just got hit in the neck right there.
Yeah, it's been a hard-fought, fast-paced game.
He's been fighting really hard on the defensive end, but just can't convert on the chances.
Cranston East High School soccer is brought to you by Precision Home Lending. Cranston East trailing East Greenwich 1-0 with just over 15 minutes left in the second half of play. Ball gets in close, but goal kick for the Thunderbolts. Evan Morrell, fresh cut. Would you like to take a second to plug your barber?
What would you say, Tess?
Would you like to take a second to plug your barber?
Will the Barber, Will Tercios, 24, is one of the best barbers out there, upcoming. I mean, he got me really right today. I've been listening to Spanish music for the first time in a while today, because I was in such a good mood after my cut.
Yeah, and Bad Bunny's dropping, at least, I don't know if it's an album, but he's dropping music. Friday the 13th coming up tomorrow, and he's dropping music for it.
You know who is also dropping?
Who?
Business is Business, Young Thug.
Oh. All right. Not my cup of tea per se, really, but
How can you
That's
not like Jeffrey?
depends if he has any good features on there. I'm sure there's going to be a Drake feature that'll probably pop off.
I
Is it
think
an
it's
album?
just a single, but
Oh, man.
it's still Thugger.
Now I'm just waiting for Baby Keem to drop more music.
I miss him, man.
Looks like Keem is taking after his cousin Kendrick and just not dropping.
Baby
But
Keem won a
Neither of
Grammy.
them know how to miss when they do.
I mean, Baby Keem won a Grammy and disappeared like the Avatar. Don't know why.
Also, waiting to see if Kanye can return to the game successfully. Would be nice to see some new music out of him.
With the
As long-
rumors of his album, that single album that nobody knows the release date to.
And I mean, anything is possible when you're Kanye West, apparently.
I mean, it is Kanye West. Dude did make Yeezy for a reason.
Can't keep a brand deal anymore, though.
I mean, dude is controversial.
I know you have some Yeezys. Do you ever feel any guilt wearing them?
Nah, they're comfortable shoes.
Fair enough. I've never had a pair, not even any of those foam runners.
See, that's where I draw the line. Because I'd rather put on some real shoes and put on some Crocs instead of some foam runners. Hot take, but I just like Crocs and Uggs.
Almost another chance for East Greenwich, which has been a common theme. They lead it 1-0, but it hasn't. They haven't only had one chance. They've been attacking all day.
Yeah. There's great defense played by East, other than that one goal that went over Christian's head. Can't really control that one.
Also, make sure to go on the Cranston Herald website and read up on 2 articles posted by me.
Charlie Adams. How do you feel about being a writer in the Cranston Herald? Do you want to do something like this in your future?
Yeah, you know, it's a proud thing to be in a real published publication, you know.
I get you, Chaz. I get you.
I have 2 articles on the front cover of the sports page, so feeling pretty good going in. East booting that in. Corner kick coming out. Junior Hernandez working the camera. making sure he gets the angle right for this corner kick. Corner kick up and a little too far past for East Greenwich to handle. But across East Greenwich with a shot opportunity and a diving stop by Gomez. What's that
Having
bring
a-
the saves up to, Evan?
I mean, he's had 15 saves so far, just playing a great game today.
There has to be a definition. There has to be some of these that can't be defined as a save. I don't even know.
I mean,
Is it just a save if the ball would have gone in if they weren't standing there?
yeah.
Like,
That's what a save is, dude.
yeah, but I mean, come on. Some of these are like, just like doodle-doos coming from 50 yards out. They
I don't know if that's right vocabulary, but I believe you, Chaz. Some of them were doot-la-doots, so I will put 12 saves. Still a great game by Christian Gomez.
There goes 3 saves off of 1 criticism on the stats.
Nah, we'll keep it at 15. We
A
don't let.
little 2020 election action going on here.
I don't know about that one, Chaz. I mean, aren't you the one that had a hat like that for the dude?
The only reason I have that hat was to put my elementary school on it and run for class president. And
So
it
you
was
also want to
unsuccessful.
impersonate that guy, though? You want to make your school great again?
He's not the Don for nothing.
All right, Chaz.
Throw in by Atticus Thompson. Ball back to Thompson, who drives it into the box. Cranston East working to clear it out. Now letting their keeper recover the ball. Game underway on the baseball diamond for the senior league. Runners on first and second over there. Cranston East running out of time in this one. Less than 10 to go. It's going to take a near miracle, or at least a change in attack, if Cranston East can answer back.
Another guy hit in the face. Jesus. Who is number 3?
That's Atticus Thompson.
That
for-
guy's nose might be sprained.
The almighty nose sprain.
I don't even know if that's a thing, but it's looking like it.
Either Cranston East with it, trying to lead it into the box, but headed away, out of harm's way for the Avengers. Now, Evan, you decided to make a Pokeball in your 12 by 12 project.
I mean, what's wrong with Pokemon, dude?
I mean, do you think that's going to get full credit for a pretty simple thing that required about 3 commands, and they were paint line and turn and then paint line?
I mean,
The other way?
question. All I had to do was make a drawing, right?
I mean, yeah, but a little creativity goes a long way, you know. I made a nice burger. And
I mean, if I wanted to make a burger, I would just do the same thing and do paint lines.
the burger is much more complicated. Trust me. And then Junior, the cameraman, made a nice cat.
It looked like Cairo.
Yeah. I was rocking with it.
I would rock with it too, Chaz.
Thompson leading the pass up the field, now
With the
crossing
cross.
in,
Great defense by
up
East.
in the air still, but out of the box. East Greenwich still with
Isn't
the
it-
possession.
Putting on some
Now
chapstick right
Thompson. And
now. Scooped up by Christian. Once again, playing a great game.
just no support behind him, and it's looking like this
There
one.
is support behind him. They just can't convert on the offensive end, man.
Yeah,
Days
well,
like these happen.
just kind of not much you can say when that's what wins games.
And I think that was
That
a
was-
field goal. I don't know what that guy was thinking.
Wide right
It was
No
wide
good.
right.
into the
A Brett Meyer
Grass.
type of kick, if you know your football,
former Cowboys kicker.
who was also missed 4 extra points in a playoff game. and got his
Tell-
job completely revoked the next season.
Dak Prescott's not looking like that guy.
I'd rather have Trey Lance play than that dude. And he just got on the team.
Ball popped up.
Yeah, we're counting that one
sprawling
as a save.
Jumping up in the air, Christian Gomez.
He put some hops on that one.
I mean, Trey Lance apparently is not even second on the depth chart. Cooper Rush got into the game last week.
See, I'm liking Cooper Rush, though. Cooper Rush was always consistent.
Yeah, he was handling last year when he was called upon.
handling business. Also making CeeDee Lamb look pretty good.
Not as good as Ben DiNucci, though.
Who knows
Ben
about the big
DiNucci.
Danucci? You want to be like Ben DiNucci when you grow up, Chaz?
Backup quarterbacks seem to have the best gig in sports. They get to just watch games from the sideline and never get in the game. Especially, it was kind of looking like Nick Foles had the career that you'd see in a backup.
But then he won the Super Bowl.
Bailey Zappi seems off to a good start to be a career backup.
That might just be a foul, and he might just get a red card, because that was a push. That is
Pushing
insane.
and shoving. No call. We'll see if East Greenwich wants any retaliation.
I'm hearing people kind of going crazy in the stands right now due to that. But
It's
again,
a decent turnout in fans. Normal
Yeah.
parent turnout you'd expect. East Greenwich seems to have traveled well. Throw in for East Greenwich, tossing it down the field. Ball going back out of bounds. Evan, I got one more thing up my sleeve from my shopping trips for a winter coat, and I might not even let you know about it until you see it in person. You'll never know until it
is
hits
this like
you.
it's like a Isaiah Thomas type of pick?
I'm not sure what you're referencing.
I mean, Isaiah Thomas was picked like what, 58th in the draft, but ended up being a second team
Diving
All
stop
NBA,
for
so-
Gomez.
playing a great game. I'm telling you, man.
I'm talking about I have a secret clothing item that I bought that you won't be able to see until I pull it out whenever the
I
time
mean,
comes.
all the picks you've had so far, the hat, the beanie, the gloves, those were some good picks. But when I say Isaiah Thomas, that's like a sleeper type of pick.
Oh, yeah, it might be. I mean, it definitely fits my style and the style you'd expect out of CTM 43.
Are you expecting to keep that nickname for the rest of your life, Chaz?
Of course. Ball going back and forth between teams. Cranston East with just over 3 minutes to find the back of the net and tie this game up.
Talk about Isaiah Thomas. He started alive on Instagram.
Thompson with it for East Greenwich. Working up the right side of the field. Knocked out of bounds. Curtis Horace defending.
Do you think there is any hope in this game? Are we going to see a Aguero type of comeback or nah?
I mean, 1-0, anything could happen. Just need a good run out of the Thunderbolts.
You are right, Chaz. You are right.
Goal kick for Cranston East. Sent down the field, and Gomez has a pretty good leg on him.
I feel like you can be a punter in football. How about that, Chaz?
Yeah, maybe. Under 2 minutes to go, so time will be kept on the field.
On the 2-minute mark.
Cranston East needs one.
He completely
And-
missed the ball on that shot right there. I don't know what that one was about, but
Interesting decision to pump fake there. Christian Gomez rolling it to Nadareno, who we know can boom it down the field.
Needing a play. Far toss in right there by East. Very impressive. Booting it down the field. Trying to get a goal opportunity.
Keeping it in bounds. Still
Cross.
looking for the cross.
Possible
Pushed out.
corner.
Seems like Caden Ricard was tuned in to the stream when you were talking about.
Calvin Ridley.
You wish. You're talking about the Rizometer.
That's funny.
It's in the group chat now, so
Well, Chaz, I don't think we should have just talked. I don't think you even should have mentioned that.
I think your rating's down to a 1 out of 10.
I think yours is just non-existent, though.
Nadareno defending, but still pushing and shoving. And now a lot of yelling from both sides after the push. And a card, yellow card.
For both. I mean, those guys kind of have beef on the field.
Yellow card to Nadareno as well. So both players involved receiving yellows. And Nadareno will go off to the sideline. It's a spot kick from behind the goal. Oh, never mind. Corner kick coming up. All right. Corner again after. Oh, never mind. Throwing. I still got to get up to speed
EG
with the
trying to
referee
waste
hand
time.
signals, but regardless, East Greenwich stays in possession. And final whistle here at
Game is
Cranston
done.
Stadium. East Greenwich taking it 1-0 over Cranston East. It was a defensive effort from Cranston East for the majority of it due to East Greenwich holding possession. Evan, what did you see out there? Any message for Cranston East going forward?
Hey, immaculate defense. Going forward, I don't really know, man.
And there was, of course, that altercation at the end between Nadareno and an East Greenwich player resulted in dual cards, but
I mean, was the yellow card really worth it right there, Chaz?
I don't know, man. Regardless of everything, results remain the same. Cranston East falling to East Greenwich 1-0. Thank you for listening to Fans Only Sports Network's presentation of Rhode Island High School soccer. Charlie Adams signing off on behalf of myself, Evan Morell, and our cameraman, Junior Hernandez. Please join me tomorrow at